We were in the 80s yesterday and we were in the 80s today, but we ended up in the 90s. So our high so far today has been 91 degrees, the normal 90, the record 101. So we were at least nowhere near that. And we were once again rain free. This is our Weatherford camera and certainly rain free right now. We've got lots of sunshine, temperatures in the mid 90s though there. And we do have a little bit more wind coming out of the east southeast right now at 11 miles an hour. We're at 86 degrees in Greenville, 88 in Canton, 89 in downtown Dallas, 90 in Decatur, 94 over in Mineral Wells, and then satellite and radar showing some clouds moving in out of Oklahoma. Generally, though, I think they're not going to do much. Yes, we're obviously going to get continuing to see high clouds move in from the northwest off to the south and east. So mostly clear skies. All of the rain, though, I think that stays off to the north. You can see those showers, some isolated to maybe even some scattered very light rain across Oklahoma. We also have lots of thunderstorms across New Mexico, but those are generally headed off to the north and east. So everything's going to just kind of circle around this area of high pressure that we've had in place for quite a while. Our timecast is not going to be too exciting. There's not really going to be a whole lot happening. Any rain chance, I think, generally stays north of the Red River. I think we stay rain free not only this evening, but overnight tonight and then all the way through the day tomorrow. We are expecting lots of sunshine. That ridge is going to center itself basically over Texas, not just for today, but tomorrow and really for the next several days. So that's going to send the main jet stream to the north, and what the jet stream does, it helps to carry the storms from west to east generally across the country, and it's going to keep everything north of Texas. So I think that some of the states around this ridge will certainly see some storms, but here at home, North Texas, we are looking very dry. So the dry stretch will continue. The jet stream is going to stay off to the north. Eventually, this is going to be Wednesday, so next Wednesday at 10 o'clock, and it looks like that ridge is going to start to back off a little bit, and for us, that would mean maybe some more opportunity for rain and eventually slightly cooler temperatures. But for the next 7 days, that's just not going to be the case. That ridge is going to be over Texas. You can tell where all the rain is going to be falling. The Panhandle seeing a decent amount of rain for the next 7 days. There is at least going to be a chance of storms, but we're talking anywhere from 1/10 to maybe 1.25 inches. You can kind of see that in between Amarillo and Lubbock, so everything's staying way out to the west. Tonight, we're going to stay mostly clear. We're dropping down into the mid and upper 60s, about 66 in Greenville, 69 in McKinney, 67 in Fort Worth, and 69 tomorrow morning in Waxahachie. And then tomorrow afternoon, it will be a little bit warmer. The normal being 90 degrees, the record 102. I'm forecasting a high of 94 in Dallas, but 92 in Terrell, 94 in Athens, 93 in McKinney, and 90 tomorrow afternoon in Hillsboro. 94 degrees is going to put us 4 degrees above normal. By Friday, though, going up to 95, 5 degrees above normal. On Saturday, though, the average high drops to the upper 80s, so we're still going to be 5 degrees above normal, although the temperature drops a degree. So for tonight, mostly clear, warm, pleasant. Temperatures drop into the upper 60s, and then tomorrow afternoon, lots of sunshine, but it will be a little bit hotter. Now we're looking at a high of about 94 degrees. The 14-day forecast, at least for the first half of the 14-day, it's going to be very consistent. There's just not going to be a whole lot of fluctuation in temperatures. You can see by the time we get to September 16th, so early next week, we eventually do drop down into the low 90s. But the second half of that 14-day, you can see fall begins on September 22nd. We have a few days in there now where temperatures will drop into the upper 80s, and we also have a couple of days in there where we at least stand a chance for a little rain. Guys, back to you.